Hey guys, it's the Rooster here, and I wanted to talk about weapon reload mods on Destiny. Got this Timur's Lash and Iron Banner, and it had 3 really good reload perks on it. It had Outlaw for precision kills, increasing the reload speed. It had Flared Magwell, which just automatically increases the reload speed even without a kill. And then Feeding Frenzy for non-precision kills or body shots. I couldn't find any definitive information on whether or not these stack together, so I wanted to test this out. Now, this is a standard default reload with the Timur's Lash, no perks on it. Now, the 91 that I have there is total frames that I'm calculating. Now, I couldn't get it exact, so I went for something that would make it easy to test between different options. So I went from when the gun cocks to the left to when the hand clasps back together. So that's my starting point. Now, this one with armor, you add that on, it drops from 91 down to 73. So it gives you a nice little boost. You can always want to do that if you can, especially as level's not an issue like in Crucible. Now, Flared Magwell by itself, this is without armor, is 72. So it's in that same vein. It's pretty much the same as armor there. I mean, they're all within a couple frames. A lot of these numbers came out to within 1. So Feeding Frenzy by itself gives you 60. Which again, 30 seconds, or 30 frames is 1 second. So this is a 2-second reload, basically.
This next part's gonna be fun.
Now things start to get interesting. When you add Flared Magwell to Feeding Frenzy, and this is true also when you add it to Outlaw, it cancels out the Flared Magwell. So Outlaw and Feeding Frenzy override Flared Magwell, and it gives you no bonus. It's the same speed, 60. Now when we combine an armor reload buff with Flared Magwell, it actually does combine for a faster speed of 58. Now, when you have Feeding Frenzy and Armor together, we speed up even further to 48 frames. Adding Flared Magwell into that equation for Feeding Frenzy, Flared Magwell, and Armor gives you no bonus. Feeding Frenzy overrides Flared Magwell. Flared Magwell is only useful for an idle reload. Now, when you have just Outlaw by itself, it's 47 frames, which is the same speed as the last thing that we had, but you're only using 1 mod to do it, so it's much more efficient. Adding Flared Magwell keeps with the tradition here. When you have Outlaw, still only 47 frames. It did not speed up. Outlaw overrides the Flared Magwell. Now with Outlaw and Feeding Frenzy, they actually did combine together for a faster 40 frames reload. Again, adding Flared Magwell so that you have Outlaw, Feeding Frenzy, and Flared Magwell, still only 40 frames. Outlaw and Feeding Frenzy, they cancel out Flared Magwell in this situation, except for in an idle reload. Now, Outlaw with Feeding Frenzy and Armor gives you a blazing fast 31 frames.
All I know is this is supposed to be.
Again, adding Flared Magwell to the equation, we are still at only 31 frames. Now, using a sight that increases reload speed did not proc. It did not add to reload speed. We're still at 31 frames. So the most efficient combo is Outlaw plus Feeding Frenzy plus Armor for 31 frames. Now, the only thing that I would like to have tested but can't is Outlaw plus Armor by themselves. This is because now that my Feeding Frenzy is unlocked, it is always going to activate with my Outlaw. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it answered some of your questions and some of the confusions about reload speeds. Thanks, guys. Peace.